past you remember is not even the past that actually happened. The past is not real. If you could remember this one thing, that everything in your past is only a figment of the stories that you've applied to it, the memory that is distorted because of what was going on in your body at that time, then you would not create the past over and over again. The reason why you are seeing the same things happen over and over and over and over again is because you are recreating from a memory that isn't even real. Memories are just created from your body, from the experience you were having at the time, and the meaning you applied to it. You can reframe and re-image anything that has happened in your past instantly using what I am going to share with you. Because what if you knew that you are the writer, the director of your reality, which means the screenplay that you are acting from is written by you. And you can do it intentionally, or it can be non-intentional. It's all up to you. And so your trauma that you experienced, bankruptcy that you filed, hello, I filed a bankruptcy before, the failures that you've had, all of those things are all stories. And they're stories that can help you and support you depending on the way you tell them. Every time I think about all of my successful clients, the clients that are making 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, the clients that have multiple 6-figure businesses, the clients that are having children, and then they're all of a sudden bestsellers 4 and 5 times. Every single one of my clients, I have helped them and taught them how to look at every situation and make it positive for them. Make it something that is working for them and in their favor. Because if you're always looking at things and you're like, oh, but you can do this, but I can't. That's another story that you're telling yourself. And you're telling yourself this from the things that don't even matter. And so what I want you to do is to remember that the past is not real. Where are you allowing your past, whatever experiences that you had and whatever story you've applied to the memory that is not even real? There is no memory section. It is just the way you are recalling the situation, and you're not recalling it 100% the same. You're recalling it through the lens of whatever you were feeling in that moment. What if you knew that you could reframe and you can do it very quickly? If you want to know how to reframe your past, continue watching this video on YouTube, and I'm going to walk you through ways that I have done it, the ways that I've had my clients do it. So let's talk about stories that you are telling, okay? Your past is actually a story. It is a background story that you've created that goes with your video. It goes with the movie that you're playing, the role that you're playing. And so you can actually practically, and I'm Christine, I'm your energetic strategist. I am the spiritual advisor. I am the person that's going to help you take what is going on in your life and now create the life that you absolutely want. And so what if you knew that there are easy ways for you to take an incident that has happened in the past and recreate it to be something that is positive for your future? I've done this many times. I know there's many teachers, Neville Goddard, a lot of these teachers teach you how to reframe the past. I teach it in a different way because I will never have you like whatever happened did not happen. I am just going to have you shift the story that you've created and told it, because everything that has happened to you, even if it doesn't feel like it, for your good, even if it's just because you experienced that so that you can get here and so that you have an experience that you can relate to someone else and you can tell them how you move through it. And so the work that I do, my clients call it permanent instant transformation, because rapid permanent transformation means that you've decided it is shifted and you don't need 762 hours in order to shift it. I've had clients change relationships with their parents when it was so strained by shifting their story that they're telling themselves and shifting how they decided to look at a situation. Because in every single situation, everything is working for you. Nothing is against you. So I want to tell you a story about one of my clients. She had a situation where she was abused. Point blank period, horrible situation as a child. And so she was using that situation, right, to be an excuse for why, she hasn't hit her $100,000 month, why she's where she is, why all of these things weren't working for her. And so instead of allowing her to use those as excuses, I told her to use it as proof. And so what we did was we went into the body, right? We went back into those moments where the little one was scared, where the little one felt abused, where she was like, these people are supposed to take care of me. And we brought the person that she is right now there with her. And then with that experience, we said, okay, you were not alone. I am here with you. Because if the past, the present, and the future are all happening at the same time, that means that I can go back in my imagination, in the 40 or whatever, and I can go back to that exact point and I can be with that version of me. And so she spoke words to that version of her. She allowed that version of her to feel protected, to feel that she was not alone. We also did some aligned soul alchemy where she was able to see why, okay, I experienced this, and now this is going to be a part of the masterpiece story that I get to tell. And now she works with relationships, she helps clients their most amazing relationships, and she really helps clients walk through their challenges. Why? Because she's walked through those. And so I also have another client. She experienced just the worst relationship, things that you would never want to happen in your entire life happened to her. She created PTSD. She didn't want to live on her own. And what we did was we went to those situations. And as the writer and director of a story, she's like, okay, if this is a part of my story, what is the purpose of that? And where am I going to take it? Where am I going to go from here? I always love to say it is what it is, now what, which means that you get to neutralize that situation, move the emotions and the frequency through your body, and then assign a meaning to it that is going to benefit you, where you're going, and what you're creating. Because you are what? The writer, the director, and the actor in this entire experience, which means that you are writing the screenplay and then you're playing it out. Why not play it out in a way that's going to be supportive for you? This is what we do in Voodoo Villa. Voodoo Villa is where you go from best kept secret to spiritual celebrity. It is where you get to become the person that everyone is watching. You get to actually get your message out into the world in a powerful way. Because more women, especially women of color, women with diverse backgrounds, women who spiritual women need to be the billionaires, need to be the ones with the money, because guess what? There's so much we would do with this world. There's so much help we would build. So it is my mission to millions of women creating a world that they want to live in, utilizing their spiritual gifts and helping millions of people walk alongside of them in their power. So if it feels amazing, if you're like, I know that I'm meant to be in front of millions, I know that people get to hear what I have to say, I know that I get to learn how to not allow my past, which is not even real, to determine my future, then click the link wherever you click it, message me, and we'll get you into Voodoo Villa or another experience that's going to be a perfect experience for you. Hugs, kisses, and all of the feels, and so it is.